So I always say I don't think that there's a way for somebody to climb to the top of the hill on Cuttyhunk Island, look out at Buzzards Bay and Block Island Sound and see the expanse of this landscape in front of you and not fall in love with this place. And we want people to be in love with this place because people who care about Buzzards Bay are people who protect the bay. And I think Cuttyhunk has a unique magic to it that brings people into bay protection. Cuttyhunk is now available in a way that it's never been available before for the general public. So take the ferry out of New Bedford, spend the day on Cuttyhunk, and interact with this amazing landscape and this magic and romance that exists on the island in a way that just doesn't exist on the mainland. Typically when we're looking to protect the most important land around the bay, we're looking for three things. Land that protects water, land that protects wildlife, and land that serves people, helps people. And for the land that we were able to preserve on Cuttyhunk, we hit all of those three things. So 2 barrier beaches, Barges Beach and Churches Beach, those will stay open to the public for all traditional beach uses. So surf casting and swimming and spending the day picnicking with your family. That's really exciting because that, a private buyer could have completely changed the public's use of those beaches had it not gone to conservation. The other piece of it is the 2 hills. So with this acquisition, we acquired the 2 highest points on the island, and up on those hills, the connection of trails and public access is really exciting. You'll be able to come into town, visit the center of Cuttyhunk, and get on a trail and go right up to see these amazing views on an open trail network that we'll maintain with proper signage, making it clear where you can be, doing a little bit of interpretation, giving you a chance to learn a little bit about the natural history of the island, but really just making it open and accessible for everyone. You don't do a project on Cuttyhunk that involves this much of the remaining open land and not do it in partnership with the town. And when you're working on a place like Cuttyhunk, you realize that really nothing gets done in town government without everybody being involved. And so it became a whole community buy-in on the idea of, was this what we wanted for the future of the island? Is this what we wanted the landscape to look like here? And by the end, when this thing finally came to a vote, I really feel as if everybody who had a question had their moment to ask that question and had gotten on board. I mean, many people from different directions, but community buy-in and a community that's as small and close-knit as it is on Cuttyhunk is extra important, and we couldn't have done the project without the community here. When we buy into conservation on this scale and this level of commitment to the island, the closing is really in a lot of ways just the beginning. Because what that now becomes, all the effort that goes into the acquisition and the understanding of the value and the fundraising becomes now, how are we responsibly going to care for this place and do it in perpetuity? So we've bought into an obligation on the island that is in perpetuity, and we take that very seriously. And are very excited by it. This is an opportunity to really invest in the landscape, enhance habitats, enhance the public access components. And so for us, closing becomes a shift to stewardship, and our long-term presence on the island becomes the focus. And so that's where we are now. This is the beginning of a new phase of this deal where we are establishing ourselves as responsible stewards of the island.